Hello, good morning everyone. Okay, so today I am delivering a lesson for Form 5 class, alright? So this is a presentation made by the English teachers in SMK Bintulu. This is the preparation for SPM, alright? So I am going to discuss a bit by bits for paper 1 and paper 2, okay? Okay, so let's look at the marks for paper 1 first. So the total mark for paper 1 question number 1 is 35. So the three criterias that will be marked in your paper will be the format, the content, and the language. So language has the biggest mark, which is 20, and then the content 12, and the format 3. Okay. So these are the types of directed writing that you can expect for question 1. Okay, we have articles, we have formal and informal letters, and then we have report and speech or talk. Okay, so first, let's look at the sample for articles. Okay, when you write an article, you should have titles and your name. Means that, let's see the example given, tips to stop cyberbullying. So that will be the title for your essay, and by you write down your name. Okay, and then you need to have introduction. This article is about, because you need to inform your readers or your audience what are you going to write about. Okay, and then the content. Okay, content dalam bahasa Malaysia isi. Okay, apakah isi kandungan? What is the content of your essay? And it should be written by paragraph. Okay, and then the conclusion. Okay, this is targeting for those who are weak or those who have limited vocabulary. If you are in the advanced group, I suggest you can write a longer essay, or you put in more content. All right, so these are the 4 things that you need to remember when you write an article: the title and your name, and then you go to the introduction, and then the content, and you conclude what you have written in your essay. Okay, and then let's go to report. Okay, report writing. When you write a report writing, you should have to date and what is the subject of your report. 2 is who are you, or who is the person that you want to write the paper or the report to, and then the date, and what are you going to write about, the subject. Okay, and then as usual you need to have introduction, the content, and the conclusion. But in report writing, you need to write report written by, okay, your name, and then what is your position in that committee or that club. For example, Olivia, chairman of what club, chairman or secretary, English club, SMK Bintulu. Okay, that is just an example. Yeah. So remember, when you write report, you need to write to, date, and the subject. Okay. And then you go to introduction, the content, the conclusion, and this report is written by who. Okay. Now, if you need to pause the video and scribble or jot down notes, you are welcome to do so. Yeah, you can pause the video, and then you can continue after you finish jotting down your notes. And then we will go to the speech or talk. Okay, I think this is a very easy question, because where you can get, I think you can get full mark for the format if your format is correct, which is you need to have introduction, good morning, hi, greetings everyone, or I think this is the simplest, good morning to the principal, teachers, and friend. Okay, as the Who are you? As the chairman of the English club, as the chairperson of the English club, I am happy to deliver a talk on. So when you write down the title, you go back to the questions that you have been reading. Okay, you go back to the questions that you have read just now. Okay, and then you can get the title from the questions. Okay, and then as usual, the content, and then the conclusion. The conclusion here, it means that you can write down. Okay, I'm going to escape first. Okay, you see here. Okay, therefore, I hope my talk has been helpful. I also hope everybody will benefit from this talk. Thank you for lending your ears. Okay, so class, remember what I've been telling you, that if you can't remember this, you can just put this sentence at the end of your speech. Okay, this one. Thank you for lending me your ears, or thank you for lending your ears. Okay, all right. So now, so you pause this video for a while if you want to jot down. Okay, the things that you need to jot down. Okay, and then we will go to, this is the formal letter. Remember, I said that we write formal letter when we want to complain about something. Let's say you want to complain about the rubbish in your housing area. You want to ask permission to visit somewhere. You are asking permission to visit the museum. Okay, so let's see. This is the sender's address. Okay, and then your address. Okay, the sender address is your address, and then you go to the recipient address, the people who will be receiving your letter, and then remember to write down the date, the salutation, the subject, and your introduction. Okay, remember, when you go to the subject, you want to tell people why you are writing the letter. Okay, so let's say you want to complain about rubbish. Okay, rubbish in the housing area. You don't need to bring the word complain. You can just write down rubbish in the housing area, or rubbish in, let's say, Taman Lihua. Okay, for example. And then you go to introduction. I would like to refer to the above matter. It means that you want to tell people or the reader that you want to write about what is in your subject. Okay, or I would like to make a complaint about, what do you want to complain? I would like to make a complaint about the rubbish in Taman Lihua, for example. Or if you are requesting permission, I would like to request the permission to visit the museum. Okay, requesting permission means that awak memohon kebenaran. Okay, and then as usual, the content, go back to the question. I always say read the question line by line. Okay, so that you use the every single content in the question by making it a full sentences. Yeah, and then the conclusion. Okay, I'm going out again. Okay, see the conclusion. Therefore, I hope you will look into the matter immediately if you are writing about complaint letter. Sorry. If you are writing about permission or asking permission, then you would write, therefore, I hope you will give a favorable reply. Or if you cannot remember this, you can also write down, therefore, I hope you will reply soon. Okay, therefore, I hope you would give a a reply soon. Okay, so you can pause the video if you need to. Okay, so remember, this is when you write a complaint letter. Therefore, I hope you look into the matter immediately. Okay, or if you are asking for permission, therefore, I hope you give a favorable reply. Or this is a simple one. Therefore, I hope you will give a reply soon. All right. Okay. Okay, you can always pause the video, no worries. Okay, take your time. Okay, sorry. See, and then please remember to sign off. Okay, please remember to sign off yours faithfully. Your name written in capital letter. Okay, remember, yeah. And then this is also a simple question. This is informal letter. Okay, informal letter, you usually write it to your friend or your family members. Yeah. Okay, so this is the sender's address, means that your address, and then the date, and then the recipient. Who are you? Who is you? Who is the reader or who is receiving the letter from you? Okay, so write down a name there. Okay, an introduction for informal letter is always the same. How are you? I hope you and your family are in the pink. And then you need to tell the reader why are you writing the letter. Okay, and then remember the content. What is the content that you need to give to the reader, because they need to know why you are writing the letter. All right, and then go to the conclusion. Okay, that's all for now. Take care and bye. Okay, this is a very simple one. That's all for now. Take care and bye. Or you can also put, please keep in touch. Okay, please keep in touch, and then you sign off just like the one you did for formal letter. Okay, right? You can use your cousin, you can use the word love, okay, or regards, 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 or love, or your cousin or your friend also is accepted. Okay, so this is informal letter, and this is a sample question for, what do you think is this letter is? When writing your letter, you must lay out your letter correctly, address, greeting, closure, use all the notes given, and then this one I always inform you that if you can suggest two other answers outside of the one given to you in the question you give, if you have no idea what to write, then you just stick to the one given to you in the questions. Okay, so remember that your letter is to your cousin. So when you write a letter to your cousin, is this formal or informal? Yes, correct. This is informal letter. Okay, so I want you to pause this video, and then I want you to try and write informal letter using this question. Okay, and you can pass your essay to me or snap a picture of your essay to me later after you finish watching the video. All right, okay, this is also a letter, but is this letter different from the one previously? Okay, let's read the question. Your friend from Australia has heard about Visit Malaysia Year 2020 campaign and mentioned his or her plan to visit Malaysia in her previous letter. Okay, Write a letter giving him or her important information about your country. So, class, is this informal or formal letter? Yes, right again. This is informal letter because you are writing to a friend. Remember to give your ideas and elaborate all the content points given. Okay, so you are given points there, but you have to create longer sentences using the point given in the questions. Okay, now that will be the end for our first part, our section A. Now we will go to the continuous writing. Story or factual or argumentative. Story means awak bercerita, and then factual, argumentative. Factual ini esei yang berbentuk fakta. Argumentative esei yang memerlukan awak bersetuju atau tidak. Okay, agree or disagree. Right? So when you write a story, you need to have exposition, and then you have to rise up your story, rising action. The climax of your story means that what surprise can you give people or your reader when they read the story. And then falling action means that you want to close the story, and the resolution means the story is ending. Okay, is the ending of the story. So for the beginning of the story where characters and setting are introduced. It means that when you want people to read your story, of course in your story you will have characters, okay, and the setting. Okay, so you need to tell people, you have to let people have that imagination. Okay, awak perlu memberi sedikit gambaran supaya pembaca awak boleh berimajinasi bila dia membaca. Okay, and then you go to the rising action where the main character faces a series of conflict. Okay, like I said, when you watch movie, of course you want to watch a movie with rising actions. Okay, because you want to know what happened to the character, what happened along the story, and then we go to the climax, the most exciting part of the story, when we learn about the outcome. Apa yang menyebabkan orang tertarik kepada cerita awak adalah bila dia membaca climax cerita awak. Okay, because you need to let people have that element of surprises. Yeah, and then following action, event leading to the end of the story, and then you end your story. Okay, macam mana awak nak tutup cerita awak? How do you want to close your story? Okay, and then the end of your story. Okay, so pause the video again, jot down this diagram so that you will have a bit of idea. Remembering this will let you draft your story better. Okay, factual or argumentative. Okay, this one is a bit difficult because you need to have an intro plus thesis statement. Thesis statement ni means like what do you want people to read along your essay. Okay, and then you go to the content. Main point: one husband, five wife. Okay, the how, who, when. Okay, remember that one? Yeah, and then you go to conclusion, rephrase thesis statements, and what is your hope? When it says you rephrase your thesis statement, you are writing again your thesis statement in the first paragraph, in the introduction, and then you rewrite, awak tulis semula di dalam conclusion. Okay, alright. Okay, and then the other things that you can add to lengthen your essay. Lengthen means awak memanjangkan essay awak. You can add on idiomatic expression, advice or proverbs, and then you can put a bit of descriptions, your senses, vivid verbs, sentence variety, or a bit of dialogues. Okay, I think you can choose to write a story because when you write a story, awak ada awak boleh gunakan imaginasi. You use your own imagination to write your story.